In a shocking case that has captured national attention, California family is suing Mercy San Juan Medical Center for $25 million, alleging gross negligence in the handling of their loved one's death. The lawsuit claims that 31-year-old Jessie Marie Peterson died at the hospital in April 2023, but her family was not informed of her passing for over a year. During that time, they desperately searched for Jessie, believing her to be missing while her body lay forgotten in a hospital storage facility. Jessie Marie Peterson had been living with type 1 diabetes since she was 10 years old, making occasional hospital visits a part of her life. In early April 2023, Jessie was admitted to Mercy San Juan Medical Center in Carmichael, California, just outside of Sacramento. She called her mother, Ginger Connick, to let her know she was there. Little did Ginger know, this would be the last time she would speak to her daughter. A few days after Jessie's admission, when Ginger called the hospital to check on her daughter, staff allegedly told her there were no patients by that name. Later, hospital employees reportedly informed Ginger that Jessie had left the facility against medical advice, AMA. Unable to reach Jessie, her family became increasingly concerned and feared the worst. What followed was a year of anguish and desperation for Jessie's family. They reported her as a missing person to the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, organized search parties, and distributed missing person posters throughout the area. For an entire year, Jessie's loved ones lived in a state of uncertainty, desperately seeking any information about her whereabouts. The truth, however, was far more disturbing than they could have imagined. On April 15, 2024, more than a year after Jessie's supposed disappearance, family received devastating news. Jessie's body had been found in a cold storage facility at Mercy San Juan Medical Center. She had died within hours of speaking to her mother on April 8, 2023, the very day the hospital claimed she had left against medical advice. In response to this egregious mishandling of Jessie's death, her family filed a $25 million lawsuit against Mercy San Juan Medical Center and its parent company, Dignity Health. The legal complaint outlines several causes of action, including negligent handling of a corpse, negligence, negligent infliction of emotional distress, and violation of California health and safety. The lawsuit alleges that the hospital failed in its legal duty to properly care for Jessie's remains. The body was left decomposing for over a year, resulting in severe deterioration. Family was unable to identify her tattoos or obtain fingerprints as keepsakes. Most disturbingly, the condition of Jessie's body made it impossible to conduct an autopsy, potentially obscuring any medical malpractice that may have contributed to her death. The complaint argues that the hospital breached its duty of care by failing to notify Jessie's family of her death for an entire year. This negligence occurred despite the fact that Jessie's mother was listed as her next of kin on hospital records and had been in frequent contact with the facility. The lawsuit contends that the hospital's actions caused severe emotional and mental anguish for Jessie's family, who endured the pain and uncertainty of searching for their missing loved one, unaware that she had died shortly after admission. The case raises numerous troubling questions about hospital procedures, record-keeping, and communication. How could a patient die without the hospital notifying her family? Why did staff allegedly tell Jessie's mother that she had left against medical advice? How could a body remain unaccounted for in a hospital facility for over a year? Dignity Health, operator of Mercy San Juan Medical Center, released a brief statement saying, "We extend our deepest sympathies to the family during this difficult time. We are unable to comment on pending litigation." This response, while standard in legal situation, has been criticized by some as inadequate, given the severity of the allegations. Legal experts have weighed in on the case, noting its extraordinary nature. Personal injury attorney Aaliyah Roberts, commenting on the lawsuit, stated, "I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've worked on both sides, personal injury from the plaintiff's side and defending hospitals, and this case is truly unprecedented." Roberts highlighted the strength of the family's claims, particularly the negligent infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit suggests that this may not be an isolated incident. The complaint states, "On information and belief, this is not the first time that Mercy San Juan Hospital has mishandled a deceased person." The family's attorney, Mark Greenberg, has reportedly been contacted by other individuals claiming their loved ones faced similar fates at Dignity Health Hospital. This raises the possibility of a broader pattern of negligence and could potentially lead to a larger lawsuit or investigation into the hospital's practices. The case has sparked outrage and disbelief among the public, with many expressing sympathy for the Peterson family and calling for accountability from the hospital. It has also reignited discussions about patient rights, hospital procedures, and the need for transparent communication between healthcare providers and family. Patient advocacy groups have pointed to this case as an extreme example of the importance of clear hospital protocols for notifying next of kin in the event of a patient's death. Some have called for legislative action to strengthen requirements for hospitals in such situations. The healthcare community has also been forced to grapple with the implications of this case, with many professionals expressing shock at the alleged negligence. As the lawsuit progresses, it is likely to face intense scrutiny from both legal and medical perspective. The outcome could have significant implications for hospital policies, patient rights, and the responsibilities of healthcare providers to patients' families. For the Peterson family, no legal outcome can undo the pain and anguish they endured during their year-long search for Jesse. However, they hope that by pursuing this lawsuit, they can prevent other families from experiencing similar trauma and ensure that Jesse's memory serves as a catalyst for meaningful change in the healthcare system. The case of Jessie Marie Peterson serves as a stark reminder of the vital importance of clear communication, meticulous record-keeping, and compassionate care in healthcare settings. As the legal process unfolds, many will be watching closely to see how the hospital responds to these serious allegations and what steps might be taken to prevent such a tragic situation from ever occurring again. The resolution of this case may well set a precedent for how hospitals handle patient deaths and communicate with families, potentially leading to reforms that could benefit countless patients and their loved ones in the future.